It's Sunday afternoon and that means it's V8 time, so why would you be anywhere else? And with the major New Zealand circuit racing championships kicking off in the next few weeks, today's trivia question is this. Two drivers have won back-to-back BNT V8 championships. Who are they? This is NZV8 TV. Brought to you by Smits Group, suppliers of leading automotive brands. Newlon, Maguire's, House of Colour, Spice Hecker, and a whole lot of other stuff to keep your V8 shiny, cool and fast. Not quite standard? Well, neither are NAC Insurance. They understand. NAC.co.nz. In the show, it's an early Camaro, it's owned by a Kiwi and it's got 51 on the door. Gotta be cool. Straight off the set of Mad Max, this is one tough XA coupe. And speaking of sets, we catch up with a couple of ex-drifters turned racing thespians looking to introduce motorsport theatre to New Zealand. And Paul Stubber and Jason Richards talk about driving the original HDT Toranas and tell us why they still get such a buzz out of driving these dinosaurs. This is the AV8 Motorsport V8 team pre-season media launch, and this is the Big Ben Pies Commodore that hopefully is going to take me to a third NZV8 title and bring that title back to the Holden side, the red side. But we need you to support local motorsport. New Zealand has an absolute wealth of driving talent and classes that are spectacular to watch, like the V8s, like the sprint cars, like the GT1s. So if you're into your V8s and you like watching exciting motorsport, make sure this summer you check out your flavour of motorsport, see what's happening, and get to the event and support it. If it was built between 67 and 69 and it's called Camaro, it's all right in my books. We checked out this Queensland-based example owned by expat Kiwi Colin Warrington.
I was going to build another Mini, but my wife said, what do you really want? I said, love to build a muscle car, so we did it. It's a 1969 Chevy Camaro. It was actually bought as a road car at auction in San Francisco. Bought it over here. I think it cost us $20,000 to land it in Australia. Used as a road car for a year, and then got the bug again to get back into motorsport. It's a small block Chev, 350 board, 30 thou. We have to run stock blocks, stock heads, 750 carburetor. It's we dynoed it at 501 horsepower, so it's quite a nice club engine, so to speak. Not as many horsepower as the big boys, but it does help keep the cost down a little bit if we keep it right. Group NC is basically, as I said, we have to run the stock engines, modified of course, standard size brakes, discs on the front, drum brakes on the rear. We're limited to modifications. It's very similar to as they were raced in Australia during that touring car series when these particular cars were raced here. Yeah, we're very restricted to wheels and tyres, 15x8 rims. Most of us running Hoosiers. It's a juggle to get the best performance and gearing. We also have to use stock differentials, so we're limited to our what ratios we can run. Well, actually, I used to have NZ on the car for the first about 18 months, but the Aussies always kept on running into me, so I decided to take it off and put Queensland on. But I actually had the car here. We were building the car when the first Muscle Car Masters was held, and we just had it here on display. But the Australians are in love with the 60s and 70s cars and the noise and the fact that they don't drive straight. They do drive a fair bit sideways, and they can get close to the drivers and things like that. It's just struck a chord over here, and people love it.
Power Cruise is coming to New Zealand and you need to be there. Taupo Raceway from the 20th to the 22nd of November, it's a whole weekend of high-octane, tyre shredding fun. There'll be burnout competitions, and we mean burn. Drifting, V8 style. Fun for the whole family with the track cruises. Not a lot of cruising going on though. And the ultimate expression session, the Power Cruise Power Skids. If you want to be there and take part, go to powercruise.com and register now. At the recent Kids and Cars Day at Pukekohe, we came across this mean-as matte black XA Falcon Coupe. Couldn't find the owner, so we don't know much about it other than it's obviously got a 460 in it, but it's seriously tough, and they were having a lot of fun. And yes, he does have a kid in the passenger seat. And I'm sure that's one ride that kid won't forget for a long time. Kids in Cars puts on fantastic fun track days raising money for great organisations like Kids First and Camp Quality. Part of the entertainment on the day were these two motorsport thespians, that means actors by the way, in their two newly built Wildcard Entertainment stunt utes.
"7 years of drifting and time for something new." I guess my partner in crime, Victor, and I got together one night and thought, well, let's try the motorsport entertainment side of things. So we've taken the skills from our drifting careers and motorsport careers, and here we are today with forming Wildcard Entertainment. Behind me is a brand new VE Commodore. We've taken the 6 litres out and we've put in an LS3 6.2. Nice little camshaft fitted with valve springs, probably make about 320 kilowatts. So plenty of torque, plenty of power. What we wanted to try and do is keep everything off the shelf, so you can go into your local dealer or local suspension place and purchase all this sort of stuff. The cars aren't overly complicated, they're very much road cars, is what we sort of wanted to keep. We just lock the diffs up in them and hydraulic handbrake and all the little trinkets that you might see on a drift car that was sort of developed for the ute. Well, the drifting's been great. Like, there's no better sport as far as learning car control, and it's really helped me is with my circuit racing. And so Victor and myself just wanted to learn something new. So a lot more synchronised driving, a lot more high-speed stunts as far as something you might see on some of the movies, purely about car control and putting on a good show. We can do like a lot of work in car parks. We use a lot of, to practice, we use the Indomirumiri drag strip, which is only a little area. They're big utes, they're a big old unit, but we don't need a big area. So car parks, anything, tennis court. Cones are so simple but so satisfying, I guess. Like, you just love, I guess, putting the bumper on the cone and running around the cone and the old car park challenge where you go through the cones and slide it backwards into the car park. Just so simple but so effective. So I wouldn't mind doing something in an underground car park like in Fast and the Furious. So if you've got an underground car park, give us a call. You'll see us at a lot of the Tier 1 motorsport events throughout New Zealand. We're looking at travelling to South Island and really getting down there and putting on a great show. Pukekohe, which we did a day the other day with Kids First, which was very highly enjoyable. We had a great day. I trust Victor in the car and we work really well together. We might look at putting a cage in another ute at some stage and try and do some two-wheeling and things like that, so try and really spice things up. Yeah, we take passengers. We've got full race seats and full race harnesses, so it's not so static. I guess people get something to take home with them. A ride in the car is fantastic. We've got in-car cameras, which are really good for those nice little shots where we scare the living bejesus out of our passengers. We've got it all on camera, which is great. So we offer like a DVD at the end of it, which people get to take home, which is great. But what we want to do is look at doing some days where we take some corporates down and throw them in a car, set out some cones and let them go loose. But you can get in touch with our website, which is www.wildcardracing.co.nz, and there's a full information and bio on us and what we're about and the cars. And so do come along and visit.
Looks like a lot of fun, Johnny, and what a great addition to the New Zealand motorsport scene. And hey, here's a thought, with all the competition at kids' birthday parties these days, hire these guys to one-up the neighbours.